What's up?
Lenny, welcome back again.
Thank you.
Is it going to be different this year, do you think, with more of a, well, hopefully a full house tonight?
Yeah, that would be a little different. Obviously, last year we played 4 games here, didn't really have the crowd, but there's always a special feeling. It was my home here for 6 years, so yeah, it's a little bit different.
Which guys are you keeping in touch with on the Blue Jackets over the years?
I keep in touch with a bunch of guys. Obviously the Swedes get together in the summer and meet and chat a little bit, but other than that, there's the guys that were here that I'm still here with. So try to keep up with them and see how they're doing.
When you come back here, do you have certain places you need to go or want to go? Food?
Yeah, kind of. Obviously with the COVID last year, didn't get the chance to explore all of them. But there's a bunch of good restaurants here that I always went to. Still have my place here in Columbus, so I might have to take a look and see how that's doing right now. But other than that, it is what it is.
This team has undergone, the Jackets obviously, has undergone so much change within the last year and a half or so, too. It started last year with you and others, and then continued. When you look at this team, what are your thoughts about what has happened here, I guess? Have you kind of kept it up to date on what's happened here?
Obviously, yeah, a bunch of new players. Right now, there's new coaches coming in. Lars taking over, which is awesome for him, and so I think there's a lot of new things that come in here. But for me, obviously, I keep an eye on them and look. But for me, I kind of more pay attention what's ahead of me with my team and all of that. So obviously, right now they're a skilled team. Right now, they have a bunch of new assets that's going to be really good for them. But it's the same every night. You play in a team that has a lot of skill, a lot of good players, but you just got to play your game and focus on that.
You mentioned Brad. Just a little bit about what you know about him at your time when he was an assistant coach here and you were here.
Yeah, I worked close with him as well. He was working on the power play, so I think this is really good for the team. I feel like what he knows about all the players that's been here for a while and what he can bring, I think that's going to be big for them. But like I said, I wish them all the luck, and I'll keep an eye on them, but I'll focus on my game instead.
2 years ago, you were a Blue Jacket. Last year, Panthers. You had the one-year contract, had a nice year there. Now you're in Seattle. Are you looking forward to just kind of putting down roots in Seattle and what comes ahead?
Yeah, obviously I picked Seattle, and they see a future with me right there. I got 3 years right now, so all the focus can be on that to get my game going. And hockey, it is what it is. What happened is what happened, and right now, instead of looking back and see what happened, I'm just gonna be, hey, my future is in Seattle. I'm gonna do whatever I can to fit in and play my best hockey, and that's the mindset I'm gonna keep.
So you like Seattle so far?
Yeah, Seattle's really good.
Yeah.
Given what you know about this area a lot, what was yesterday like when guys were saying, what do we do on and off there? Are you playing kind of tour guide in a sense, or did that not really happen?
Not a tour guy really, but I probably have some advice or two about food and stuff. 6 years here, you have a little bit of experience. So, but this place is just great. We live in the street right there, so a bunch of guys just head down and have some good bites at the restaurant. But for me, obviously it's special, but it's just like any other road game right here. You just got to do whatever it takes to be ready, and that's my mindset as well.
And in terms of having an off day, what was it like yesterday for all of you to try to have a team bonding experience? Because how many of those have you really had given protocols and then just the tight scheduling as well?
It is what it is. There's not much you can do about it. Obviously the team building can happen off ice, but it could also happen on practice days and when you're skating together. So I feel like the team is really getting together right now. And even though we don't have those big events to get the team going, I feel like right now the group is really, really clicking, and I like what I'm seeing. So just what you said, even though if it's an off day or not, I feel like every day we spend together, we're getting a little bit closer.
Alex, I know you talked about ABB's pass to you on the goal after the game, but did you go back and watch it, and have you found even more to appreciate it and what went into that?
With the goal there?
Yeah.
Obviously how the play turned out, it worked out really great. Obviously with there's new guys coming in, you try to build chemistry, but just for me to come in and play with him and you see that he has that, I would say almost like the eyes in the back of his head, used to see that I'm going back door, and just to see that game from him, I really like it. We were talking about it before the games to try to figure out what's good, and it's nice to see that it's clicking right away.
And passing is a part of your game as well. Do you think we don't appreciate what goes into making a good pass enough?
I don't know, honestly. Obviously every goal needs someone to set it up pretty much, but I will say there's different scenarios. I feel like the passing game is really big, but at the end of the day, like everyone's doing their part, have their role, and if you're setting up the goal, if you're scoring the goal, if you're blocking shots, all those things are really important. So you can't really say that one thing is more important than the other. I feel like everyone's just got to do their part.
By comparison, talking about being able to go out and get dinner and meals with guys. How weird was it last year when you were on the road and it was only 7 other cities, but it was hotel, arena, hotel, like how odd was that? And now it's kind of give you appreciation for being able to say, let's go get a meal right now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously last year was different. It takes a little bit to get used to. I mean, you're getting away, you're in a hotel room, you just got to find a way when you're not really allowed to leave. So obviously right now, it's still an issue with the COVID, but it opened up a little bit more. But it's a part of the world, it's the reality. So all you can do is just make the best out of it. And I mean, obviously now with the fans coming, it's going to be a little bit more fun than last year. But I mean, there's not much I can do about it. All I can do is just whatever handed to you, you got to handle it.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, guys.
Any lunch